We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Number 18, an early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. Adrian Hauser will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Hey, stay hot now. Nobody better. Nobody better.
3-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Fouled off.
Stay hot, baby.
The 3-1.
Hey, come on, big dog. Stay hot.
Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. With a little over half the season behind us, he finds himself in 3rd place in the league's home run standings.
Yeah, Matty, this guy had an amazing first half. Launch angle, exit velocity, it was all working. Currently sits in 3rd place, but he...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Russell Daniels.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Daniels has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with one swing at a bat, and this guy can certainly do that, the fans are going to act accordingly. Very deserved that the fans would vote him into the All.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Avisail Garcia.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but
there's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone! It's a solo home run here from Avisail Garcia. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in is the outfielder, Russell Daniels. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here it comes on 0-2.
Ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Matt Olson.
Hey, one time, right now.
Soft grounder left side. And there's one down now. Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
A bouncer to the left side.
Get down, get down, get down. Oh, beat it out.
On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Tyrone Taylor, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Tyrone Taylor.
The 0-1 offering. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. 1 run scores, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2.
Stepping in, Russell Daniels.
Russell Daniels.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Hey, no one
Now back.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Skied into very shallow right. Garcia has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hoskins.
3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. So coming to the plate, Alec Bohm. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Bohm.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Milwaukee Brewers get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Thad Ward earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney. This is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Russell Daniels. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Now the pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Digging in, Paul DeYoung, and Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air out to left. Daniels is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
Come on, big guy.
Standing in, Russell Daniels.
The left fielder, Russell Daniels.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Nope, that's inside.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Hazley at third, Hampson over at second, Martinez at first with no outs. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Digging in, Russell Daniels. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Matt Olson.
Line to the right side.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Garcia
go, home.
is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Ready now, Russell Daniels. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Find it, find it, find
But
it.
that'll hit off the wall in left center. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side.
Pick up
And
the ball
that's
right here,
by
on
him
the bat,
into
on the
right
bat.
field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-3 ball game. Stepping up now, Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, number 17,
Hey, nice and patient. Get your
Rhys
8 runs and even 10 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Ready for another shot now. Alec Bohm. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Alec Bohm.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now at the plate, Russell Daniels. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
Line drive to left. Broxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in, Russell Daniels.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Russell Daniels.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, let it rip. One time.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wait for it to go on now.
Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Paul DeYoung.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Daniels is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. Philadelphia scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers baseball starts right now. Freddie Peralta, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way. It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. So his remarkable season continues, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Russell Daniels. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
One and one the count now. One out, nobody on.
One time, let it fly.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. Matt Olson will be next.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. On the ground for the shortstop, DeYoung. Reined in on to first, and there were 2 down. Ready once again,
Now
Russell Daniels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Pitch is popped up. DeYoung has a play. And the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the. So striding in, Russell Daniels.
The left fielder, Russell Daniels.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that baby's gone. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Omar Narvaez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Runner on first with 2 away. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes a left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Garcia.
The Brewers down to their final strike. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-3 is today's final. The Phils jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino earns win number 7 on the season as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies.